What's up, guys? Brett here,
This is Matt.
and this is Backwoods Gaming. All right, we are on Snowrunner, and we're going to be doing a scouting mission today.
We're basically scouting around, testing out the vehicle, and basically looking at the game graphics, see if they get any better. Which I hope they do.
And this is going to be our third video on when it comes to Snowrunner, and
it's not that good to me.
so far, let's just say, not very impressed by the game.
They could have gave you more money.
They could have gave you more money.
When you
could have
first
gave you better trucks. There's been a complaint that we've basically said throughout, but it just seems like the more we've played it, probably the more dislike I think we've had for it.
Yeah,
especially with my son playing Mud Runner, which is a superior game to this.
I think it's 10 times better.
Yeah, I think it's 10 times better than what Snowrunner is. It's just a far superior game. But we're going to do the scouting mission, and we're going to see, just get a look and feel of the game, and see how it goes.
Maybe it'll get better. I mean, I'm really hoping the more I do driving, the better it gets. Right now
I kind of like the off-road kind of feel to
well, after I upgraded the truck, it took me forever. Here's the observation tower. Which we get that out of the way and go to my map, the whole map's clean. So I think we're going to go up here and do this tower, and then we may work this way and do all these towers. We may have enough time today. So I am going to head back. Don't keep them going straight. Come back on down. The road's that way. Why didn't you tell me? So we're gonna try to get to, if the game gets better and I do start to like it, we may get 2 people in here.
Yeah, and this also might be the last Mud Runner that we do, or Snowrunner. Sorry, the last Snowrunner we do before we actually do our final review. Because I think overall, we've done some playing just kind of outside of our videos too of this game, and I think we've got a pretty good feel, kind of the game overall.
There's a hill here.
But we wanted to get some more video of it.
We didn't want to give up on it too soon.
Yeah, we didn't want to give up on it too soon. We keep. It feels like this is just a running theme with this game with us. We want to keep giving it another shot.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like we feel like
I want it to work, but here recently, I don't think it's going to work. I honestly don't. I played this game and it's just not impressing me. Not yet. Still.
And your engine is.
Oh God. See, one thing in Mud Runner that didn't have, when you flipped, you could not use the winch.
Yeah.
So this is an improvement.
Yeah,
so
it is.
I found something that impressed me.
All right, so that is one improvement to it.
But that's actually kind of nice, which makes sense. You're running on battery, not engine.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go all over the map. Maybe the map graphics get better, but right now they're still 2D to me.
Yeah, they're just basic. I mean, it's just basic.
I mean, right now, see, these has got great graphics. To me, it's actually better. In the water-wise.
I've got my complaints about that game, and I'll get to that when we do our review over that particular game, because, it being on the Game Pass, I do want to do a review over that, and we will, because we're going to try to do a
lot
review.
Of games.
Yeah, at least try to get to almost all the games on Game Pass to do reviews over it. But overall, yes, I will say that a game like Sea of Thieves, you really feel like
it's a big price difference.
Yeah, like it is. You're getting your money's worth by just even the look. I mean, you go out on the ocean and you feel like, wow, this is actually really beautiful. I mean, you could just enjoy being out on the ocean. You could enjoy just fishing in that game. You know, there's a lot of little side things that you can do in that game that just makes that game enjoyable and fun without having to necessarily do missions all the time.
Yeah.
Side quests are fun. I think a lot of the side quests are more fun. Some of the main missions.
Yeah, we haven't even started on the main mission.
Yeah. So I mean, I personally think it's worth this money. But you take a game like this,
a $50 game almost.
Yeah, and graphics. I don't know, Ben.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
I wouldn't
pay
like $20 for this game because it's just, I wouldn't pay $50 for a game that the graphics look good.
Yeah, they look very basic, and I just feel like.
And another thing they could work on is, when we get up to speed in this truck, it's starting to hydroplane. It's like the truck had its own rear steering.
I actually kind of had that problem with some of the Mud Runner. In a lot of different ways too.
Yeah.
But it's not just necessarily just this particular game. This also was a problem with Mud Runners as well.
Well, Mud Runner has a lot up and down.
But Mud Runner, you could let it slide more because it was better quality.
It was better quality. Objective discovered. Yeah. But right now we're just doing a scouting, driving around. Hopefully we don't get stuck. But right now the truck's doing good. I put new tires on it, did a better engine upgrade.
Yeah, they aren't upgrade. They do have a pretty nice, I think, upgrade feature.
Yeah, it does, but it takes forever to get to them.
Yeah. There's a lot of problems that I have with the menu, though.
Yeah, it's awful confusing.
It really is. It's fairly complex.
Yeah.
More so than what it probably should be.
I mean,
especially if you're somebody that's not familiar with the franchise necessarily.
Mud's awful. I mean, the mud graphics kind of look childish. Mud graphics on it kind of look childish. When it's slinging mud.
Yeah.
That's just
like a game that's trying too hard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, fair enough on that.
So, what did I pass the marker? Did I pass the marker? Yes, I did. Yeah, why didn't you tell me? It was right there.
Wait, you can't see the big yellow thing?
No, I'm talking about the tower.
Oh.
What we needed to get to.
Yeah, true.
Oh, better not do that, huh?
Are you going on to Oak Island? I guess I've watched that show way too many times.
It looks like it.
Because, they built that little thing across it like that.
Uh-oh. In mud now. Ain't no problem. I figured they would make the, mud bottomless. There's another tower. See, the pine trees look more realistic than the actual brown trees.
Yeah.
I think they should have stuck to pine trees.
And I was playing Days Gone the other day. Days Gone is, to me, a lot of people say it's an average horror game. It's actually one of my favorite games, really, of all time. I just love it for so many different reasons. But you have your main character, his main residence is in kind of a tower like that, and that game was made a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And that tower and just the landscape and just everything around it. And I totally get these different companies, different money, different expenses on certain things. So it's probably wrong of me to compare those two things to that. But, like I said, a lot of people call that a mid-range horror game.
Yeah.
And it has better graphics. When it comes to even smaller things than what it does, than what, something like this
look
has.
At Ubi Software. They did a great job on Far Cry 5.
Yeah. Far Cry 5. Don't get me started on that. Far Cry 5 is one of the best games, I believe, of all time.
Yep.
Like, just in my opinion, and I'm saying that just from a strict replayability factor.
Yep.
I mean, you could give me that game, and I would replay that thing for
Let's
10
try a new
years.
truck.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right, we're gonna test out a new truck. You know, good God, it's a truck.
Sort of. Or Transformer, I'm not quite sure which.
It looks like it's top heavy though. Alright, so we gotta go to this tower right here. So let's zoom in. I've got to go to that entrance road way down there. I mean, they could have done better on the interior. And the graphics, look at the hole in the steering wheel. I mean, come on. Alright, here we go.
I like the way that they part this game. You know what I mean? Like, you know, even on some of the very first missions, you know, the way that they have the trailers set up.
Yeah.
You have to go and think you have to, like, knock over a fence to get the trailers and the way they're kind of situated. I don't like that.
They knock over a fence, really.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about, like, I don't understand why they don't have them, like, properly set up.
Yeah.
You know,
like, a lineup like they did in Mud Runner.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
well, Mud Runner, you could select your trailers and you didn't have to pay for them. You had everything free, and all you had to do was missions. And the missions were hard.
Yeah, missions are very hard in that game compared to this.
But they give you everything you need. You don't need.
I'm not saying that there are some missions on this game that we've come across on it that are pretty complex.
Yeah.
But most of it's not complex because the mission itself is complex. It's the understanding of that mission is complex because they don't make what you need for that mission clear.
Well, this is going to be so sketchy.
And that's, I mean, would you kind of agree with me on that one?
Yeah.
Because that's the way it feels to me. Like, the hardness of those missions was not the mission itself, but that we weren't very clear about what we were supposed to do on that mission.
Yeah, they didn't explain what we were supposed to do and where we were supposed to go. They didn't put a waypoint down. They just threw us in there and, like, expect us to know what we're doing.
Yes.
They didn't. I mean, they didn't say nothing.
I know this game's got a cult following in a lot of different ways when it comes to, you know, everybody that loves Mud Runners. Probably a lot of people are going to love Snowrunners just automatically, or at least...
And the lagging in the game, they need to fix that.
Yeah, you know, that's one thing. We never have lagging unless we're playing this game, and that is so weird. Like, I've never had a game lag on my computer like this.
No, neither. I've never seen it. And we played many games.
We played many games on this thing, and I've never seen it lag.
I don't know why it's lagging so bad.
I played more like, I mean, usually it's like graphics or, you know, something is causing it to lag.
Either the graphics are trying to catch up with each other, or it's never caught up.
Yeah, like pixel things or something like that. But this isn't it. It's just lagging because it lags.
Yep. The road up there, but I'm not going to chance. But so far, I'm loving this truck. It's actually doing better.
Yeah, it's actually nice.
I'm actually doing a lot more than what I did with the previous truck they let you start out with. It's four-wheel drive. Now, I downloaded a couple DLCs so we can actually get better content on here because the trucks they were giving us was not cut.
Yeah. But that also tells you something about the game.
Yep.
You know, the trucks that you start off with, and that's something that needs to be told on there. Trucks that you start off with are that don't really cut it on this.
Yeah, you know.
And I understand they want complexity and all that, and that's great.
Tower number 3.
But at the end of the day, I just kind of feel like it just wasn't appropriate for what we needed to do. All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to be what we're going to... that's going to be the end of it for today when it comes to this. Overall, I think it was a lot more enjoyable.
Yeah, I mean...
Let's go around with the scouting mission. we did have a better truck, but like you said, this was not a truck that we got with, starting off with.
Yeah. They had these 2-wheel drive, cat, military truck, regular semi trucks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is a 4-wheel drive game. And it took you forever. You couldn't even unlock the freaking 4-wheel drives in the trucks because you had to do so many missions to get to it.
Yeah.
And it would take forever.
And, it's to be said, and it does work like that way in most games. You start off with not so good.
Mudrunner didn't never start up that way.
That is true. That is true.
All their trucks had 4-wheel drive.
Yeah. Well, it's called Mudrunner.
Yeah, so, I don't know. We haven't got to the snow yet, but, I'm just saying, that's another...
Well, we did. We got to the snow on that one.
Yeah, but we had to quit the video because guess what? We couldn't get a truck through.
Yeah, it was... it was one of the mission problems.
Yep.
But
because they didn't equip you with a crane to collect the crates. They did not equip you with a proper truck to go up a hill.
But it is to be said, the beginning missions of this game really were poor simply because of the trucks that they were given and the lack of instructions that were given.
Yep.
Also made it more difficult than probably what it should be. But overall, I did actually enjoy this more. But it is to be said,
it's a different truck.
It's a truck that you wouldn't be getting necessarily starting out.
Yep.
So it's more of a struggle But you know what? I don't mind struggle. When I say struggle, I'm not meaning struggle as in it's complex. I mean struggle as in it's frustrating because we're not getting the right equipment and we're not getting the right instruction.
They saw the demonstration.
And that is the problem. And I can handle hard stuff. I just can't handle when I can't handle, not being able to understand what they're wanting me to do.
Yeah.
And that's on the game. That's not on the player.
Yeah.
When it comes to that. But overall, guys, let me know what y'all think.
If y'all want to see more text, let us know in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Take care, guys.